back-to-back shutout of the Panthers made it a very merry Christmas for the Steelers and completely spoiled it for Nottingham. Fitzgerald is suspended tonight and Armstrong is out injured, so there's an opportunity for Cole Shudra to play on the forward units, although it does mean Paul Thompson will only have 5D to rotate. Ervins Mustukovs broke an Elite League record last time out. It's been 241 minutes and 28 seconds since he last conceded a goal. He will extend that streak tonight, but by how long? So here we go then, Steelers TV Live, Jonathan Fernley and Ron Shudra with you. Moffat against Wallace from the opening face-off. Referee Brown drops the puck. Steelers nudge the puck towards the Storm bench. And they'll get onto the puck and they'll come across an early shooting chance for the Steelers. And what a glove save by Clemente to deny the opening goal to Matthew Waugh.
Yeah, a bit of a broken play on the boards, and you can just see the confidence that's coming from Sheffield right now. It's a good job here by Freder playing the puck wide and driving through the middle of the ice. You can see Matthew Waugh's head up all the time. He's looking for that.
The Storm emerge with it. They'll play it back to the blue line. Looking for a shooting angle, and there isn't one available to Stannis, so he sends it back around the boards. Trying to keep the puck moving. Storm still with it. And they find a killer pass. This one is sent rather aimlessly towards the crowd, and it's kicked to safety by the Steelers. Wallace is back onto it. He just holds onto it. The Storm decide that they want to end their shift, go back to the bench and get some fresh skaters on. And the Steelers will take the chance to do likewise. Steelers into the zone, but not for much longer. It was played straight back out by Springer. Dumped in off the end board. Steelers try and get to it first and don't. Chased by Earhart, but the puck will come back towards Nelson. And here's an opportunity, and it's gone through! Clemente! The opening goal is for the Steelers and Robert Dowd.
Yeah, it all starts with a great dumping. If you watch Manchester on the neutral zone trap that they're trying to do, four defensemen very static across the blue line. The puck gets dumped in behind, and Sheffield are first on the puck, and it's a quick little play, a nice little touch pass with your foot, and then fed to Robbie Dowd from Nelson, and Robbie Dowd fires one between the 5-hole pads.
Pass is not a good one. The Storm shoot just off target. My goodness, that was a fraction wide. Just a matter of seconds into this second period. A flash past the left-hand post of Mustukovs' net. There's another shot that takes a couple of deflections, and Mustukovs is required to make a save once and then twice. He kicked the first one away and then got back square to the second one.
Well, you see how easy it is to get some pressure built up in your own end. A really, really bad pass by one of the Sheffield defensemen. I think it was Matheson. Tries to pop it up through the middle of the ice, and it doesn't work out. And Manchester is so quick to pop it back in. We said this in between or before in the first period, that they're very quick to get pucks and get them back. And everything is cycled to the net. Even there, the second shot you seen that came in there on the replay, there was one shot, they got the puck, they got a D to D, and they took another shot in a hurry. So it's one thing I think they're going to be successful with when they do it in their own building.
Shot against the outside of the post from Nelson. But just suddenly found his stick out of nowhere and he sent it goalwards. As though Clemente was tight to his post, but we heard the ping from a long way back. Oh, and then a good block in front of his netminder by O'Connor to deflect that one away from goal. Dowd will get to this one. Takes it around the back of the net, feeds Valdix, and he can't miss from there.
You know what? That is an absolutely fantastic play by Robert Dowd. You watch what he does when he comes over the blue line here. This is the easy part of the play behind the net. Valdix is wide open in front, and you watch him. He has a little look as it just goes off camera. He waits for the netminder to go down, and he just picks his spot and puts it in. But Robbie Dowd coming over the blue line, sidesteps two Manchester guys, and just chips the puck into himself, and then gets on his horse and gets his legs moving, goes to get it, and then Manchester goes to sleep just a little bit on their defensive coverage. And Valdix is such a great little sniper. You look at him, he is so underrated, the way he can shoot the puck and how he picks the play out. An absolutely fantastic top shelf shot.
And a bit of a mixed season, Colton Fretter. He's had some excellent goal scoring games. Of course, he's had his big suspension as well.
Yeah, there's one
he's
right
checked
there.
down, and that's the sort of hit that he's had a lot of this season.
Yeah.
This one
Exactly, and you wonder why the guy gets up
brings a penalty, and of course it brings a reaction.
Of course it's going to bring a reaction, and that's it. That's just the plain stupidity of exactly what we're trying to get rid of. There's the numbers, you see it, and watch this. So, to me, that's 5 in a game. Total unsuspecting player. It's right in the numbers. He has the opportunity to get it out of the way. The puck's not even there. Why are you going in there to take that hit?
Here's Dowd keeping the puck moving. Marquardt. Earhart right on top of him. Puck comes back out across. Oh, and then a save made to deny Robert Dowd a second on the night. Steelers power play now trying to get this set up. Shot through from Matheson, who's looking for a deflection. It crashes into the boards, and then a wild swing at that one from Springer. Gets it free, and here come the Storm 2-on-1. The short-handed chance, and Mustukovs makes the stop. And then they went in for a little bit extra. The puck was, well, loose enough for Byers to think he needed to have a jab at it.
Yeah,
it was
great.
a 2-on-1 from the Storm.
Yeah, nice little play. You watch the Manchester forward pull himself into the middle of the ice here. That's a good job, but nice passes. He's looking for a good save here as well. Mustukovs reads it well. It's up underneath the body, and there's no puck there to see, and obviously he comes in a little bit late. And
O'Connor again well positioned to intercept, and Dowd takes the aerial route out of the zone. Nelson will go chasing. He's first to it. And so Clemente has to cover, and there's a little bit of a collision, and it's going to kick off again here because they didn't like the attention that Nelson paid to Clemente. They thought he may have left his stick in, and the Storm are not going to settle for that.
and it's Clemente that commits the personal or the opening contact. So Manchester again. This is what I said. They've been playing a pretty decent game, and they're starting to lose their composure a little bit for no reason whatsoever. And there's going to be a couple of penalties here called.
Back towards Valdic. Steelers just happy to keep it at this end of the ice. Precious seconds are ticking away from Manchester.
This is how good this line is. When they want to keep control of the puck, that's exactly how good they can be.
Nelson does really well to recover. He's then pressed hard into the corner. There's no penalty being called here, despite what the crowd are wanting. He tells them to get back up. Nelson will try and get back up when he can. Steelers intercept, send it towards goal, and the Steelers get a whistle, and Levi Nelson thought about having a word and then decided against it. Are they going to call a penalty here?
Is it Rosehill just did himself a little Texas two-step in front of the referee? He's remonstrating pretty good as well, so...
Well, no penalty boxes are currently open. Nothing's on the scoreboard.
This looks like it's going to go the other way. If you read lip read there, it says get him in the box, get him in the box. I don't know who's...
It is going to go against the Storm, and it's going to go against Dane Byers. He's stepping into the penalty box. And trailing by 2 with 3:22 left. This is not good news for Storm.
Slashing. So maybe as Levi
Nelson.
And
he's got a 2+2 because he's got delay of game. Matheson spinning, falling, and keeping the puck on his stick. That was really strong work up against the boards. And still Matheson holds on. Steelers don't have a power play goal so far in this game, but they do have a 2-0 lead. Shot through traffic is tipped in, and that will clinch it.
All starts way back with Mark Matheson in the corner, and Robert Dowd, how many times? This is the third or fourth, and we said just a wrist shot through traffic. That beats him. That beats Clemente, unfortunately, in front. I don't know if his own player maybe screens him or what, but they're going to get back to one penalty here. They're going to be back as we go up 3-0. Robbie Dowd just sends one through.
Puck will go across to the far side. McKinney doesn't get it down the ice. Yamtin back to the blue line.
Steelers have too many men on the ice at the minute as well.
They've got 6 on the ice. What is going on here? Oh my word, the Steelers have scored.
And they've got 6 on the ice here. We'll have a look.
And the Storm are pointing it out to them. 1,
linesman.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And the officials are going to realise this, and this will not count.
Yeah, linesman has just, Beresford's just been berated by the bench, and noticed it here. You can see there's actually now 7.
Oh my word.
So yeah, definitely it's going to be a too many men on the ice penalty here for Sheffield.
So 4-on-4, 24 seconds left. The Steelers need to get this away from Ervins Mustukovs' goal, and they will do so. They're into neutral ice. They'll take it into the offensive zone. They didn't get the fourth goal because of that too many men penalty. And we've got ourselves a little bit of trouble down here in the corner. Matheson has gone down holding his face. Oh, and there's a reaction behind the play. There's 1 second left on the clock. Now that expires and the punches are coming in. Wallace is trying to hold on here. The punches are coming into the body, and then Wallace throws a big one, trying to go after Springer. Wallace with the uppercut. Are they going to keep going? They want to. And Wallace is throwing a couple of bombs as this game ends, and Springer responds, and so does Wallace. And still they go on. Oh, and then over the top. And missing everything was Springer, and he throws himself to the ice. And Tim Wallace and the Sheffield Steelers can celebrate. They've won this game by 3-0, and it is 4 straight shutouts for Ervins Mustukovs. What a performance from the Steelers and their netminder. The game ending on a sour note. The Storm haven't taken this defeat well. They'll get their chance for revenge in a couple of days' time. But what about that man, Ervins Mustukovs? His shutout streak has gone beyond 300 minutes.
And again, Levi Nelson goes to shake hands, and again, Manchester is the ones that's causing all the trouble here. He shook hands. He was the first guy in the lineup to shake hands with him, and Manchester come across and have something to say. They go ahead and say something all they want, and now he's getting sorted again at center ice. An ugly scene that doesn't need to happen, and it's instigated by the Manchester Storm. Why? It's absolute stupidity. The end of the game is done.
So the Manchester Storm are not going to hang around. They're going to go and applaud their supporters and make their way off the ice. We haven't had news of the visiting man of the match, unless I'm very much mistaken. No surprise that the Steelers' man of the match is the record-setting Ervins Mustukovs. 301 minutes and 28 seconds since Chase Shaver scored past him for the Fife Flyers. They didn't score past him for the rest of the game. Dundee couldn't manage it in 2 periods. Braehead couldn't manage it in 3. Nottingham couldn't manage it in 6. And Manchester haven't managed it in 3 periods here tonight either. The Steelers have 4 straight shutouts. 3-0, 4-0, 5-0 and 3-0. There were some people among this Steelers crowd who were really unhappy with things a few weeks ago. All changed a little bit since then. And Ervins Mustukovs is on his way around the ice. And we'll see what he's got left by way of celebration.
I won't ask you too many questions, Ervins, but another shutout, you must feel amazing.
Yeah, thanks for asking not too many questions. Yeah, of course shutout it's amazing, but I think 4th in a row it's even more amazing.
300 minutes undefeated. You've had an amazing Christmas, haven't you?
Yeah, finished the year nice. I hope I will start the year nice too. So.
They'll never beat you again, will they?
Hopefully, yeah.
Paul, congratulations, and you talked about a few weeks ago small steps, and those steps are now building, aren't they?
You know, we had a couple of 3 bad weeks where we had to go back, lay a platform down, build from Moose outwards, understand that we have a goalie that can win us games, but do a better job in front of him, be more patient, and that's 4 shutouts in a row. And you know, Manchester came out hard today. That was our 4th game in 8 nights, and I know the Nottingham back-to-backs, you know, took a lot out of us, you know, emotionally and physically, and the way we played and how hard we played. So, you know, I think we didn't really get our legs for the start of the game. We took the lead, which was great. You know, we forced a turnover, and Dowdy, great shot. And his line today, Valdix, him and Levi were fantastic, and offensively looked like the line that were going to bring it for us, and they did. And, you know, so to get that lead is good. They had a lot of zone time tonight, but we felt comfortable, like you do, coming off the back of 3 shutouts, and we felt comfortable and protecting. We blocked a lot of shots, and then I think we grew in the 2nd and 3rd period into the game, and you know, again, 4 shutouts in a row it's. I mean, everybody's talking about Moose, and rightly so, but it's a team game, and team defense has been outstanding of late. And they're a good team, you know. They're a good team. They're cheap at times, but they're a good team. And what they did to Matheson, you know, at the end of the game, Springer just rams his head straight into the glass, and I'm a little disappointed with that.
And then Wally steps in, and you'd expect that. And does
well, Wallace and Springer end up fighting at the end because, you know, Wallace is going in and seeing his teammate lying down on the ice. And like I said, cheap shot. I don't like that. And they're a good team. They've got some good players. But it's every game something happens. And, you know, the video will be going in 10 minutes.
Talk to us then about the good things that you saw tonight and the things that you're going to have to take into Manchester, because that is going to be another night like tonight, isn't it? It's going to be a battle in there.
Yeah, it always is against them. And like I said, they're a good team. Everybody underestimates their skill set. You know, they're big and they're strong, and they skated really well today. And you know, they really pushed us in the first period. And but I thought, you know, with our 4 lines, we gradually worked our way into that. And it's tough coming off the back of the games. You know, they didn't play Wednesday, we did. And but I thought we contained that. It's going to be, you know, a game that we need some strong officiating down there, and we got to go in there and roll our sleeves up and battle like we've done for the last how many years.
No John Armstrong, obviously the injury news surrounding him. You can talk about that in a second. But how did Cole Shooter do tonight?
Good. He's deserved his opportunity. You know, we can play him at the back or up front, and I could have gone down to 3 centremen and 4 blocks of wingers, but we looked at him in practice yesterday. We liked what we saw and did a good job for us.
Okay, and the John Armstrong situation?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a hand injury, and it looks like it's going to require surgery. He's going to be out for a while, which is a real blow, and a real blow, because I felt John had really got his game back the last week or 2. I thought it was excellent against Nottingham. But that's part and parcel of sport, and it happens. So, you know, we've got to look to probably bring somebody in.
Okay, and the likelihood of that quickly is?
Quickly. I think that's the likelihood.